さっさと終わらせてやろう。
この程度なのか。
僕の攻撃を止め。
Tales of betrayal and revenge, one of the most exciting storylines when it comes to anime. The sheer character development of how they started to where they will end up after attempting to seek vengeance. That's right, I'm back once again with more recommendations for this topic. 10 anime where the betrayed protagonist returns overpowered. If you are new around here, then please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel with the notifications bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us begin with the video.
身体能力が上がっても飛べるわけじゃない。今この状況で攻撃されたら。
So when we're talking about betrayed protagonist, I believe that Beast Tamer fits this list perfectly well. The hero's team destined to defeat the Great Demon Lord, the group all have different classes with strength and weaknesses, but the protagonist, however, is seen as someone holding the entire team back, since in their eyes, he is completely useless. Beast Tamers, you know, the anime just follows the protagonist who wields the Beast Tamer class, specializing in mostly controlling creatures and telling them what to do. He can't really do much during combat, which is why the hero's party decided to pretty much just kick him out. Sure, Beast Tamers may be weak, but he is indeed secretly overpowered thanks to befriending two individuals of very rare species who back the Beast Tamer up during his fights.
それじゃあ行くわよ。
Kaze no Stigma is a classic. Yes, the animation is old and the visuals, yes, but, you know, trust me, if you have never seen this anime, it's a really good anime of a banished protagonist returning overpowered to prove his might. Kazuma was born with the power of wind when his entire family held the fire element, which is why his father labeled him as an outcast for being a complete disgrace to the family. Years later, he has decided to return to his home and show off his power and strength as a wind user. Of course, that's not really all, because there is a killer on the loose who has murdered his family members and must track down and find the culprit. Not only must he clear his name, but also aid the family he shares a mutual hatred with in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Now let me just quickly start off by saying, this is not your average or normal looking revenge type of anime, as it does involve, well, explicit content. This is actually written by the same author who did The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World, which was quite a big success of an isekai, but Redo of Healer is very different in many ways. The protagonist wields healing powers to heal wounds and such, but after being very abused countless times by his team and other people, he has been secretly, you know, just absorbing their memories and abilities, which made his healing powers more powerful. And now he can do so much worse. Now he used his healing abilities to revert time to before he was abused, and now, you know, so that way he can just plan his revenge on those two that, you know, just did him dirty.
殺さなきゃ死なないんだ。
Now we're moving to probably one of my favorite of all time anime series. Vinland Saga is the perfect representation of a betrayal and revenge series. The protagonist and young boy Thorfinn witnessed the death of his father by the Viking warrior Askeladd, and has decided to avenge his father by fairly dueling Askeladd. He actually joins his group wherever they went, alone in the wilderness and nothing but challenging roads ahead, as he trains to survive and fight using dual daggers, and all on his mind was wanting revenge. There's a lot more action in the first season than the second, but trust me, it's all about the insane storytelling and how every moment in the entire series means something. It's one of the best anime I've watched, and I'm extremely happy with the journey so far. Btooom is a popular online video game, and the protagonist is the top player where he has achieved nothing in his life but playing that game. That is, of course, until he finds himself completely stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere, and it turns out that a certain someone has decided to just recreate the Btooom video game into real life. And that game is essentially a death battle royale game where every player must kill each other and retrieve a green crystal embedded into their body. Think about it, there will be trust, betrayal, and so much between people, as in not everyone can be trusted. After all, this is real life. The protagonist, Nick, is an experienced adventurer and leader of his party when he was somehow accused of stealing funds from his party and pretty much just ended being betrayed, simply kicked out of his party and left on his own. But turns out that other 3 people suffered the exact same thing, where they were kicked out of their team or party for, certain reasons. Almost like they were betrayed by humanity itself. Fate then actually brought them together in a local tavern where they together formed a party, since it seemed like they could trust each other only for having suffered the same thing, and must work together as a team, just to overcome challenges and their weaknesses to become much stronger together.
Ningen nante shinyou dekiru ka!
A strong force of chaos rules over the world, and it is said that only powerful lords wielding crests have the ability to stop it. Though the interesting thing is that the lords actually choose to fight among each other and take their crests as they wish to seek complete control. Both protagonists Theo and Silica meet and form a party together to take on lords and assemble or grow their army stronger, with the end goal in mind, which is to purify this world from complete chaos. It's such an engaging storyline to follow along, one that is completely captivating and entertains at the same time.
さしずめあなた方なら絶縁の魔法使いとでも呼ぶものでしょうか。
The protagonist Yoshino was secretly dating his best friend's younger sister until one day she actually dies mysteriously. His best friend then Mahiro disappears, vowing to get revenge on whoever killed his younger sister, until 1 month later, things get heated up with some intense situations taking place. The story does involve magic, but also it just empowers its character development through its epic storyline. It's a vengeful path to determine who killed Mahiro's sister, as it will mix in past events, which will develop the story even more. It may have aired in 2012, but visually it is still up to standard with, with even the newer anime that are currently airing, It's one of those series that ended, but are unforgettable by myself and so many others.
分かっていなくて構わん。たとえ断りに反しようとあいか、お前を屋敷には返さん。
The finale anime on this list, we have Chrome-Shelled Regios, which involves humanity living in mobile cities called Regios, where they all learn how to use special weaponry to eliminate dangerous monsters roaming in the outside world. And then we have a new transfer student who joins the city academy, whose past life has been leaked, and some of the school members know of his past. They have, they have recognized his abilities as a powerful being, and that he is a perfect candidate to join their respective team. He does have unknown powers beyond his limit, and he tries to hide it from everyone else, but, he may not be able to take it. In general though, post-apocalyptic worlds are strange to visit, but not knowing what lies there is part of the adventure. glad that you made it to the end of the video, because you just witnessed 10 anime where the betrayed protagonist returns overpowered. If I have managed to leave any anime out in particular that you thought would be a great addition on the list, then please let me know in the comment section down below, as I'd love to hear your very opinion, or just comment down below what you thought about the video in general, as I always appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.